Hello, YouTube, and welcome into the start of a brand new Let's Play for Civilization 6. I am the Game Mechanic here with you as always, and today we have some Victorian action coming at you. This is England. We are planning on doing a naval half domination, half culture, because I really want to take advantage of the British Museum. This is an insane. This just wins you culture games. It's so good. The British Museum is awesome. I would prefer it with oh, why am I blanking on it? I prefer it with a non-coastal game where we can build the terracotta so that we can go and get archaeologists without open borders and grab our artifacts that way. But hey, I'll take what we can get. Watching every video on the Twitch channel, dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming over to the live stream. I really appreciate that. Yes, we did, Stonehenger. Chat wanted me to. That's the weird thing. We've been talking a lot about harbors and district adjacencies and stuff here on stream, so bear with us a little bit, YouTube. We were talking a lot about the commercial hub harbor combo and how I really don't think it's worth it. And the weird thing, like the harbor buildings let you grow more, but you're already at a disadvantage because you're on coast, typically, unless you have fresh water as well. It's just weird. It's just kind of weird. All right, so we're going to settle in place. I like this 2-2-1 tile over yonder. We're going to have to start with a 4-yield tile that I'm not thrilled about. It's a 3-1. I'm not super into that early growth, but I'll take it. Early district. I mean, we could settle this, just so we can start with this. It kind of kills a slight bonus to our harbor and pulls us away from kind of what could be reasonable stuff over there. I guess the first thing to move is just the warrior. Oops. Does that make us reassess things here? It probably does. Looking like another city over there for sure. That seems pretty nice. This is a lot of housing in here for farms. I don't really see us moving, though. Because if we move, then I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I guess we move away from 2 productive tiles. Now, I'm just going to turn 1, settle it. Let's go. We're off and running. So we're going to put our harbor here for +3 initially. Ideally, we're putting a theater square there, and then hopefully something like Apadana next to it, because that will ultimately become our victory condition wherever Apadana is, and I can never, ever find... There it is. Second city near the turtle just doesn't do anything. It's not productive enough. As much as I want that turtle tile to do something, I'm hoping that there'll be another island or something where we can take advantage of it. Because otherwise, I mean, it's just... Like, at least we'll have these 2 hills, 3 hills, 4 hills. There's some production to be had here. Plus, this is a river lumber mill, which could be pretty useful for us. Okay, so here's England. We have a 4-yield tile. It's the best option we could start out with, really. We just want to grow here in about 7. Are there sea-based wonders worth going for? Absolutely, yeah. Venetian with naval conquest. Great lighthouse is pretty decent. The mausoleum gives you a free admiral. Super good over here. So yeah, there are definitely some sea-based wonders that are pretty excellent. What do we want to start with now? I think we're just going to start with a slinger and try to get our boost, since we only have one direction that we're kind of going towards here. The feeling that turtle tile is never going to get worked, which makes me a bit sad. That one could be worked, though. Hey, that guy is Zephyr. How's it going? This is an Archipelago Map. Orphan. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. dokie. Why do I value the Apadana so highly? Unless you're looking at something correctly, it's just envoys. It is more than just envoys, my friend. It is the envoys, which are really, really good. But it has 2 wildcard great work slots. So two free things plus the adjacency, like looking to put a wonder next to my theater squares. Pretty important. Like I actually very much love Apadana. So what's going on over here? We have so far single continent coast here. Let's just go up and over. Interesting. Nope, I'm going to be working on some new rankings next week, Eminem. I had promised that when we were done with the challenge, I'd be redoing my ranks because I would have a fresh take on pretty much everybody. I guess we're going to put an inland city over there. Inland sea. It's because Eminem's here. This is going to be a pretty good second city. I'm pretty stoked about it.
Let me ask leave then. To pay a tribute of respect and admiration to the one.
This is Archipelago.
Matterhorn, before his head has lost the last
Hi,
rays
ISO.
of a sun departing.
Aztecs incoming. Oh my gosh. Thank you for adding the pets portion of the Discord channel. I didn't even do that. That was Ordo's. My mods have those abilities. All right. Well. Not game-changing like Temple of Artemis? No, it's a quality of life wonder for sure. Why am I going towards astrology? It's because we were messing around with clicking on stuff. Gosh darn it. Starting off with a misplay seems terrible. Do we go for a religion now then? Since I've already committed science to that? Oh, that's such a mistake. It's because we were screwing around before we actually pressed go. Problem is we don't have anywhere to put our holy site. Brexit, basically, yeah. Yeah, I think we just eat that as a loss. It's going to slow us down a little bit, but not too terribly much. All right, so we have these 2 tiles now, which is nice. We could also buy another 2-2, and that makes a lot of sense while we're producing a settler here. So I think I'm going to buy this and work both the 2-2s. A little extra production for that. There's our Alpine training. The reason I would consider a holy site and getting a religion is that, wow, late game culture-wise, it's actually pretty good. So we'll get a couple cities on our original landmass here, it seems like. No city-states whatsoever. Wow. That is that's interesting.
It is not wisdom, but authority that makes a law.
Do I just go here for vision? Because it's really awkward to get back. Let's go towards the barbs. Well, our slinger got the archery boost, which is frankly what I asked him to do. So I can't even complain. All right, we're going after foreign trade. We're going to want maritime industries as a policy. God King for our Pantheon and discipline for the barbs. Wow, very small island. So we're gonna get a few cities onto this island, and then it just is what it is. And we'll have to go conquest some people. All right. How do we get the most cities onto this? Settling this. Bitrate is bad today, North Sniper. Sorry, man. Sorry for your audio cutouts. There's not much I can do about it. What's the question? I missed it. Oh, Quest. What would I say England's strengths are apart from money and naval domination? Like what victory type? Like I said, the British Museum is a crazy good building for culture wins. And that's kind of the best thing you have going for you, as far as specific victory types. Navy's okay just because you have a unique harbor like that. But beyond that, they're kind of not attuned to anything. Yeah, Magnus is going to be is going to be obviously as good as he ever is. So what about that? I'm not really planning terracotta because the problem with doing a navy game with Victoria is you're not really building encampments. Right? Like that's what I don't like about Victoria is she's kind of all over the kitchen. Like you want merchants to go with cultural stuff because the merchants are way better than admirals. And then there's no terracotta, which is something that you really would want with her, but you're gonna not be getting encampments, so I don't know, it's just weird. We're gonna eventually go culture, but I'd like to get like some frigates down. See, I just want to plan. I just want to plan not harbors. Hey, Road to Rome. Good question. Do I know if the English naval units trained in a city with a dockyard lose their extra movement when upgrading similar to the Mongolian cavalry? I would imagine that they do. Road to Rome. Yeah. I would imagine that they do, which actually kind of defeats the whole point of doing like a rush, like a quadrime rush. Not getting that turtle tile either. This is all a huge bummer. How do we do this but good? Because then throw their campus there. If we move you, we do that. 1, 2, 3. So that's their campus and their theater square. This is okay, right? And I might value just leaving the hill versus the adjacency bonus. This is a weird setup, but at least both of them get +2 triangles. So this is a +3 campus. This is +2. This is +2. This is just +2 as well. Hey, Cake, how's it going? Do I play multiplayer games? First time in stream. We do. We play them as a community. Eminem, who you just saw in chat, coordinates a lot of them. A lot of multiplayer games. I don't play all that often, but if I were to play, it would be coordinated through the old Discord. Like, I guess this is fine. I think that's as good as it's going to get right now. And it's okay. It's a plan. It's not my favorite plan, but it's a plan. Get to clear that. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Haha. Got you. Sucks because that's like perfectly fine. That's also a +2 campus. Government Plaza. Super weird here. Super weird, right? Because like we don't even need, like that could just be their campus. It's also a +2. This is only a +2. I don't know. It's a wee bit awkward. Can handle a shot. We'll be okay. All right, here comes the settler. Our third tile was just that. It should actually be that.
It is not that life ashore is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better.
Oh, we already got the archery boost. Oh, boo. Yep, we are doing some mods. We're running some UI mods there, friend. So this is the best initial city. So I think that's where this settler's going. Could also go and settle culture tiles, obviously. These are all pretty strong cities. And I don't think we're ever boosting foreign trade, which is really unfortunate. We only need 1, 2, 3, 4 more settlers, though. All right, well. Go get our Matterhorn boost. I'm just going to build all the settlers at the moment. Why this city first? Really, really strong opening tiles. I basically get to set and forget this city. Start them on a monument, and they'll be happy. They don't need any help from me being good. See, with this tile. Super darn good. Start with a monument. Start alpine training. Now we want to go that way. Just try to get every little bit of vision that we can get. All right, we're going to production focus you. That way you come in working this guy. Is it best to pump out settlers early? Yeah, generally speaking, if you can. This is an archipelago map.
Aspect of trade, I suppose. The world gets stirred up together.
With all this hitting next turn and nothing happening, you'd think you were playing Civ 5. TOA, it's most likely not going to happen. I would love it. It would be phenomenal. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we could try, I guess, but we'd have to shop. If we put it here, would it change anything? Nope. Totally put it here. Be bad for culture adjacencies, but hey, that wouldn't be the worst thing. How you doing, house? That's where we want to go. All right, can technically get a little vision out of that. Don't think we're getting vision anywhere else, though. Why don't you go... Well, I don't even really want you to fog bust. I wouldn't mind a barb camp or two to clear for era score, because very clearly we're going to go into a dark age here. And this should be working that tile for me. It is. Good, good, good. Hey, Gluten. This is the last game I'll be watching before Red Dead comes and ruins your life for the foreseeable future. Let's make it count. Nice, Gluten. Yeah, that looks crazy fun, huh? Yeah, Dark Age into Heroic Age would be quite lovely. Okay, now we lose another pop. Let's go there. Bad news about this city is it's kind of capped out at the 2 pop portion, but that's okay. Because they're almost done with their monument. Okay. Yeah, and that turtle's never going to get worked, which makes me so sad. Why not sell the Wonder City to get era score? Because I actually wouldn't mind keeping the Dark Age for now. And I don't want to waste any era score, and we'll get that era score eventually. That'll help us get our Golden Age. All right, so we could indeed make a play for Temple. So Temple of Artemis here would apply to this, and this. Problem is Leeds is a really good initial city. It's not a very good long-term city. We also can't, like, chop anything. We're 15 turns away from making anything happen. I just really don't feel like we're going to get TOA. Because of the... I don't understand the because of the water question. What do you mean? Sometimes I forget the things that I say. I don't think TOA is going to happen. There's somebody. Okay, where are you at? It's a writing boost. We get a Pantheon as well. Okay, so let's look at our Pantheon options, shall we? There is God of the Sea. I'm not a huge fan. Culture from pastures. Mediocre at best. Same with oral tradition. God of the Forge still here. Harvest available as well. Earth Goddess? What? How is Earth Goddess available? Oh, that's the bummer, Raja. I almost can never say no to Earth Goddess. Earth Goddess on islands is great because there's such high appeal from the coast. So it's almost always going to affect all of your, like, even if I put a mine there, it's still going to have the extra culture or the extra faith. And long term, we're looking for a culture victory, right? So like turning in a national park or two, and or we are going to get hopefully a heroic age that we can faith by builders and stuff. I actually think it's a really good choice. I'm shocked that it's here. My other option, to be honest with you guys, was going to be God of the Forge. Because this will apply to boats, and we're going to be doing a lot of chopping and a lot of policy abusing with God of the Forge anyways. Like this, I was thinking about doing this and actually trying to make a TOA play, because chopping out a galley at 100% extra production could pretty much get it right away. But, I mean, so good. Yeah, industrial and encampments are minus appeal. Holy sites, entertainment complexes, theater squares, I would imagine water parks are all positive appeal. So we get an extra faith in our base. These eventually, like once we chop a little bit, I think we'll have some. And then for sure over here, like all the faith tiles, just because they're all coastal and stuff. Harvest better than Earth Goddess? Yeah, it's true with the boat chops. That's a good point. I trust Tomb on things like that. But I just love Earth Goddess so much. It's so good. All right, so why are we starting with monuments? One, I feel relatively safe, right? Like we're on our own little island. And two, if we're going to do anything with frigates, we're going to want to get to mercenaries. That discount on our upgrades is pretty important. And we're going to want to keep our gold relatively high for all of our upgrades. Hey, Major Band Geek, how you doing? Are water parks plus appeal? I think so. Don't think we're going to get any more barb camps, but this city gets to start with a 2-2 tile. These marshes are bad for appeal. That's okay. We'll deal with that eventually. And then we need 2 more settlers. Here comes our Dark Age. Thinking's not in the cards today. I just call those days weekdays. Ah, it's her little galley that found us. Every time your city grows, shout, pop, pop. Oh, magnitude. It's a one-man party. All right, I'm going to pay a little bit of money. It's just so much better right now. The extra production in all cities, we don't need this anymore because we have our Pantheon, and then obviously building that galley faster is good. Just watched the origin of the Pop Pop episode yesterday. Oh, it's awesome. You rate harvest highly as you have your control over your faith, Jen. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just think like the difference between like Tomb's perspective and is a very well informed one, very smart Civ player. You guys should definitely be following his channel. Is that your games will end differently than mine, versus I will once we start to have national parks, I will still be getting faith out of those and help me get even more, because like parks plus the archaeological museums, I'm good. That's a culture victory in itself. So yeah. Oh, Galley might ruin our Dark Age. That is absolutely true. Well, it won't. It'll only give us 2, but you're right in that we should probably save our era score. That's a good point. Thank you, Failing. So bad at religion, dominate everything but that. That's yeah, religion's not too bad. We'll be doing more religious games here in the future. I hate that we're hard teching things. There we go. Am I gonna cry when we finish the Netherlands game? Probably. Why not, right? All right, we don't want to actually finish shipbuilding quite yet, although I'm not opposed to expanding to some new continents. We will be able to build our galleys and probably move forward on the age. Now that our extra science won't kick in for classic age stuff, but it will for all the ancient techs. So we can actually switch over to animal husbandry now. Hi, Tip. How you doing?
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the...
And we'll just hard tech this and go into state workforce. Azili, oh my goodness. Holy raid, Batman. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Azili, thank you so much, you beautiful human being, you. Love Civ 6. Well, welcome in. That is our jam. Oops, I almost hosted you back. I meant to do caster. Thanks, love. How you doing? It is a taco party up in here. How's everybody doing? Everybody that's coming in, thank you so much. Thanks for raiding along with our good friend Azili. We're playing some Civ 6. That's my jam here. I am the game mechanic. We do this kind of daily, although next week we're starting variety streams on Friday. That's going to be Magic the Gathering Arena. But yeah, Civ is your jam. Love your faces. Defend with money and 2/2s. You guys are the best. Thank you, Azili. Thank you. Yes, an England game, friends. And we're pretty early on here, so we're at turn 43. We're playing an Archipelago map, so island navy stuff. We have a somewhat naval Civ here with England. And we're going to be doing some taking over of cities with frigates, followed by a culture victory. So that'll be a fun combination. But we have the caravel and the frigate, which I'm kind of eyeing as our early war stuff. Well, not early war, Renaissance era techs. But that's kind of the plan. We've got some cities planned. We do have the Matterhorn over here, which for an interesting little wonder. That's going to give us a little extra culture. But yeah, that's... kind of what we're up to. Have to go get lunch before I deliver someone to the airport. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for coming on over. That's freaking awesome. All right, what do we want to do governor wise? We just switched. We're about to switch back into settler production here because we do want to get these other settlers out. Big fan of getting our galleys out with this. So let's leave this as our government policy. What's culture? Culture is like a tourism victory. So you win that with Civ 6 if you're not familiar. Hey, Jay Wonder with the tier 2 sub. No. Hey, yo.
Get paid more if they do stuff to your butt.
Welcome on in.
It's fine. I'll do it.
Thank you kindly. Hey. Thank you, Azila. I did not expect that. How are you? How was your stream? It's lovely to see you. Mad Bat and Labelador.
My man.
I'm the worst at pronouncing things. Thanks for the follows, guys. And Jay Wonder, thank you. Welcome back with the tier 2 sub. Welcome back into the shop, my friend. That is pretty pog champeroony. Gotta have the tutu emote. Tutu is so good, right? Thank you, Jay Wonder. Welcome in. You're the best. Nice house. All right, so in Civ 6, for those of you coming over the Zeely, I'm going to slow it down a little bit more for everybody. You have basically 4 different win conditions that we get to go for here. So this is our victory progress screen, as you can see, as I try to Vanna White it on stream horribly. But science victory means get a lot of science, build spaceports, have a lot of production, produce like your Mars rover. Basically, you move your whole civ. You win by moving everybody to Mars eventually. So you do the moon landing, Mars rover, like you colonize Mars, and that's how you win. You buy through the course of projects. Culture, on the other hand, you want to earn a lot of great works. So great writers, artists, and musicians. You can also get tourism from national parks and built wonders, all kinds of different ways. But basically, you draw everybody into your civ with your tourism, and once you have enough of that, you win a tourism victory over people. So this is the science victory progress screen. We're long ways away from anything happening here. Culture victory. If you were to get 8 tourists right now, you could win the game, but it actually is kind of difficult to do. There's domination, where you can take over everybody's capital. And then there's religion. So you found a religion and then convert everybody to your faith. And those are the 4 basic victory types. We're going to kind of do pseudo-domination with some Navy frigate like killing of things. And then backdoor into some strengths that we have going on for Victoria. I'm missing all the follows. You guys are all the best. Beyond Drew Trevi, Alpaga, Azuriel, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. You guys are the best. Thank you. Yeah, so what we're getting out of being England in this type of a game, we are an archipelago map, so islands. So there'll be a little less like early war, and more mid-game war. But we have a unique dockyard, a unique harbor, so that's where we'll be building our ships and getting a little extra like gold and loyalty and stuff like that there. Goat Player thinks, have a great day at school. She's always trying to stick it to you. Yeah, she can be. She's an okay neighbor, as long as you're on the same continent. And then so we have a unique ship that can capture other ships with the privateer, and a unique unit there with the red coats. So, and free units when we settle and build dockyards and stuff. So it'll be fun. We're getting towards the end of the YouTube recording. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Anyway, so we're at turn 43. I've got a few of our first cities down already. We have our Pantheon, which is Earth Goddess, which is giving us faith. We're going to want that later for national parks. And yeah, that's kind of what we're up to. We're going to go into a Dark Age, but that's somewhat intentionally. And that way we can go Dark Age into a Golden Age, which will be a Heroic Age, which will be awesome. So, because tasty burgers are worth the travel. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, please enjoy your stay. Thanks. Make sure you take off your shoes and, I hope you brought a dish to pass. All right, so government-wise, our options here are early naval units, which is what we don't need loyalty. We don't have any scouts. We're not fighting barbs. So this is really the only choice for us to go. Urban planning is good with our 3 cities. It's 3 production, but I actually just want the 50% extra production towards the settlers. So that's this guy. And let's move on. She wants open borders for some gold per turn. Sure. Don't know who we're killing first yet. Which era would I say is best to go from dark to heroic to get the max boost? They're all good. Like as long as you're getting a good free inquiry or monumentality or something like that, it can be really good. Whoa. Valletta all the way down there. They would be actually quite nice to suzerain with all of our faith. You can buy buildings and walls with faith. How do you intentionally get the Dark Age for the first era? Don't just play deity usually. Just play deity. But no, just don't like we're holding up on a boat. We're not finishing this galley because it's a bunch of era score. So we're holding back on that for 2 more turns so we can get our Dark Age. We have another policy switch. I'm not really interested in this particular one. I wish we could meet a city-state. That'll happen once we have our galleys going. We're hard teching all the culture. We're building extra cultures so we can hard tech everything. Because deity. So hold off settling near the Matterhorn. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Whoa, I clicked a button. My bad. My bad. So we got 2 tiles that we're working over there. Here's our Dark Age. Our Dark Age dedication. Now, do we still want free inquiry? Probably, right? Farmer resource, that's pretty doable. We'll basically get era score every time we finish one of these little quests. Minor resource. Get the quarry. It's going to be tough unless we have iron. But there's not much else that we'd really want. Yeah, I think we'll stick with free inquiry. Get our science era score. That's going to get boosted. I do want pottery for our coastal city that needs housing and irrigation. So let's fill out some of these other techs. I would prefer to be done with shipbuilding so that we can go up here, but we're going to get those ships in just a moment. This. How often do I use the Dark Age policies? Very rarely, unfortunately. Very rarely. Okie dokie. I think this plan is going to have to be good enough. I don't love this government layout, but it'll be fine. The reason is I would ideally like build a government plaza here and but we're going to want all this production. Like I can't override. I have to be very sensitive to our hills and what we're overriding for districts here because we are limited on production and space. So we're going there with that settler. One more to get. It's probably just the best route to get, right? Let's go to Birmingham. There's some era score for the science boost. Oh, Vlad. Oh, they found us. I'm like, how did we meet them? Feels bad when the city-states have more navy than you. City of the North have 2 science districts. Yeah, we were kind of like looking at like just the fact that these aren't great districts, but it's okay. I could frankly turn this into an industrial zone for them and leave the campus. It's probably better. I missed the Dark Age? What are you talking about? Cool. So we get 2 era score for that. We are not the world's first galley. But we're definitely going to build a couple more. Do city-states start with anything extra on deity? Not that I'm aware of, Stonehenger. Settle that powerhouse of a city.
No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Definitely want their housing next. Okay, so with pottery, we do want to get irrigation. I'm going to need some builders here pretty quick. Maybe let's just get mining. Welcome back, Squid Bros. All right, I don't mind kind of going a little ham on galleys here, just because they function as scouts. We need to figure out who we're going to go fight. Found another continent finally. Where's the other one? Oh, down here probably. Yep. Okay. Okay, game. I see you. All right, second galley. Hey, don't block me. Don't naval block me, man. Yeah, I definitely want to get them a granary so that they can grow and work at least another tile or two. Keep you going there. Where is she? There she is. Okay, so she's up this way. A little bit scary.
A strong economy begins with a strong, well-educated workforce.
Settle the Matterhorn. We get some era score for that. Here's our Earth Goddess doing work. Normally, I'm not really a huge fan of working a tile like this, at least initially, but it has food on it. The extra culture is valuable, and it has the faith, so this seems fine. Almost always get a granary in a mill is a bad idea. No, it's not necessarily a bad idea. Oftentimes, lumber mills aren't super worth it, in my opinion. So who gets the best harbor? You have a +3 harbor. You have a +3 harbor. You have a +3 harbor. You have +2 harbor, and you have a +3 harbor. So pretty much everything's the same. She is on a different continent, so maybe it's Gorgo that we kill. Ooh, especially if she's going to build me acropolises. All right. So it seems like... Oh, I said lumber mill? I meant water mill. I'm sorry. Lumber mills are great. Water mills, less great. All right, so maybe this is our target. I mean, that's pretty perfect because we do want to win our culture game. It's a bummer that they're going to be they're going to be on hills kind of no matter what, but that's a pretty decent little setup already. All right, so we have our Dark Age policies. As I said, they're not super useful. Yeah, I think we're not touching this at the moment. Political philosophy looks like we're hard teching as well. There goes Stonehenge. It's very, very late. 55. Yes, river lumber mills are awesome. I fully agree with that. Okay, we are going to need to unlock our harbors here. Also, just finish shipbuilding. Sure. That seems okay. Hi, Stockholm. That's a really nice meet, by the way. All right, so we have Antioch, Stockholm, and Valletta. Did you build me a canal city? Your reward is death. Thanks, AI. All right, I like it. Can't quite move. You are still settling cities. You already have Acropolises down. So, and this is where the Navy stuff is annoying. So shipbuilding in one turn, we kind of went fairly directly to it. So if you're expanding off of your main continent, it takes you 58 turns to get there. And that's really brutal. It's really quite brutal. right, 4 turns on this settler. Let's delay political philosophy 1 turn.
I cannot imagine any condition which would cause a ship to founder. Modern shipbuilding has gone beyond that.
And then let's go back. The reason we want to do that is we want to time out the removal of our policy here for settlers with political philosophy. And we're going to want to get a bunch of builders here in a sec.
Without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician.
All right, that'll be enough ships for now. Marty, oh my goodness.
Here are some bits.
Thank you. Holy cow. Thank you for the 500 bits. That is quite generous of you, my friend. Thank you very, very much. Okay, and with that and the celebration and the bit hype, thank you so much for supporting the stream. We're going to end this YouTube video, and we'll get started in the next one. If you're watching over on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, guys.